It's Monday,
going to
December
Halifax,
22nd.
where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba.
I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so I've come here to study.
The busiest travel day of the year is upon us. We'll tell you what to expect as you head home for the holidays.
A newly restored bus route is helping families who rely on food banks in the capital to get there more easily.
And we're still 3 sleeps away from Christmas morning, but Boxing Day sales have already begun. We'll tell you more about what you can expect from this year's post-Christmas discounts. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now.
Good morning. The kids are all home. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I know that like when we talk about those big sales, like Black Friday sales, how they're a month-long and stuff, but for some reason, like Boxing Day sales going early seems wrong to me. Like,
Really?
I feel like that's the one that's like, hey, come on, it should only be on Boxing Day.
I feel now like I'm still seeing Black Friday deals. I feel like Black Friday just kind of rolls into Boxing Day nowadays, and you're just kind of always, there's always some sort of discount, which is great.
So if you, I was going to say, if you want some extra deals, now's the time
There
to
you go.
check ahead of that.
This is it for retail. This is their biggest shopping moment of the year. So they got to stretch it out as long as they can, and that means some folks are going to get some more gifts.
Yes, for sure. All right, let's start with our news headlines because it is that time of year, and it is one of the busiest times of the year for the Ottawa International Airport. And airport officials say that travelers should pack their patience.
Going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba.
I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so I've come here to study.
Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival. For families who rely on food banks here in the capital, just getting there can be a challenge, but now restored bus route is helping remove that barrier. Earlier this year, weekend service was eliminated on Route 189 through OC Transpo's new Ways to Bus network, cutting off direct transit access to the food bank, which only operates on Saturdays and Sundays. For months, families without cars were left with few options to reach the Colonnade Road location, but starting on Sunday, that route is going to return, and it's here to stay.
CTV's question period with Vassy Kapelos wrapped up with a sit-down interview with Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre. The discussion comes in the wake of a number of floor crossings from the Conservatives to the Liberals. Poilievre argued those moves go against what Canadians voted for in the spring.
Mr. Carney has said that he wants to get a majority, not by winning in a majority government election, but by making backroom deals in order to get floor crossers. And
But the Conservatives made backroom deals too.
Canadians specifically rejected a Liberal majority in the last election. The vast majority of voters voted against that majority, and it is undemocratic through a series of backroom deals, Mr. Carney to try and concentrate more power and money in his own hands rather than allowing the Canadian people's decision to stand.
Majority governments are often formed without a majority of the popular vote, but the Liberals are on the verge of forming one if more MPs jump ship. Pressed by Vassy on why Carney and not his leadership is to blame for Conservatives defecting, Poilievre admitted he is troubled by the floor crossings, but he said he will continue to focus on affordability issues that Canadians are facing.
I would axe all of the carbon taxes, and I would cut other taxes as well, and that's how we're going to make life affordable. And I wouldn't be running a $78 billion money printing deficit right now. I would be bringing the deficit down. So it is the cost of government is driving up the cost of living. That's why Canadians cannot afford to live. And it's precisely why Conservatives are calling for an affordable government so that Canadians can have an affordable life.
Prime Minister Mark Carney was not made available to CTV News for a year-end interview, but the Liberal budget sets the stage for job cuts to the federal public service, expected to come down in the new year. The government has pledged to cut about $60 billion from program and administrative costs over the next 5 years, as critics warn of potentially painful impacts.
A manhunt is underway in South Africa after a deadly shooting rampage near Johannesburg. 7 men and 2 women were killed when close to a dozen gunmen drove up to a tavern and began to shoot. 10 other victims were injured, and it's the second mass shooting in South Africa in 3 weeks.
In Australia, more than 10,000 mourners gathered at Bondi Beach as part of a national day of reflection. This is in honor of the victims of last week's attack at a Jewish festival. Flags were lowered, and a minute of silence was held to remember the 15 people who lost their lives. And the image of a candle was projected onto the Sydney Opera House.
2 Toronto Raptors got it in a holiday tradition at the National Ballet of Canada.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes and Jamal Sheed took part in the Nutcracker as cannon dolls. It's become a tradition at the National Ballet.
Other prominent people who've taken on the role include Raptors great Kyle Lowry, Leafs captain Austin Matthews, and Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield. The Nutcracker is on stage until the end of the month. And may I add another couple of celebrities, another couple of superstars who participated in that? Rosie Edda and Misha, my little girl. We did that as well.
Did
we did that,
you?
yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. You notice I always say like celebrities and superstars. That's really for my daughter.
Yeah,
She's my
that's
superstar.
how fun was that though, to be a part
It
of
was
something like that?
amazing. And when you get on stage, right, you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to freeze. You look out, can't see a thing.
Really?
Can't
Yeah.
see anybody. So it's just like black in front of you. So then you're just all into your part acting, and then you light the cannon and it goes off, and then you
So
run off the stage, and it's amazing. But backstage, you see all the ballerinas like stretching and getting ready, and we're just like, okay, let's go.
What a
We see
highlight.
it's our moment.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh
It's a
my
lot of
goodness,
fun.
that's so cool. Our forecast is definitely going to look like a white Christmas. We definitely have more
Yay!
snow on the way.
Yay.
I know it's cold and the snow out there is a
Yes,
little
it's
bit
cold.
crunchy.
Coffee's on me today.
Woohoo! Yeah, the snow outside, not the best for kids to try and play. It's very crunchy, very hard, but don't worry, we have some fresh powder on the way before we head into Christmas. Temps this morning cold though, -13 this hour. It does feel closer to -24. So a chillier start to your Monday morning, -8 in Kingston, -10 in Brockville, -8 as well in Trenton. We are seeing cloudy conditions this morning. We will see a little bit of sunshine to kick off your Monday morning. And then around noon hour today, we are expecting some snow. So we're expecting periods of light snow in the forecast for us. Starting around noon hour, we could see some drizzle mixed in there as well. This will continue until about 5-6 p.m. That's when we're expecting most of this light snow. So we could see about 2 centimeters in total, but still a chance of these light scattered flurries overnight. And then into your day tomorrow, more snow on the way starting late in the morning. And we are expecting about 5 centimeters in total. So snow a little bit heavier as we head into tomorrow, but we are expecting fresh powder today as well as into tomorrow. So we do have some fresh snow just in time for Christmas. In your forecast today, temperature is actually not so bad this afternoon to play in all that fresh snow. -5 is the daytime high. And again, we are expecting about 2 centimeters today from noon hour till about 5 p.m. That's when most of this snow will happen. And your daytime high, similar to Ottawa today, around -5 is where most temperatures will hover. A bit warmer for Trenton, Kingston, sitting at 0, -4 for Bancroft. Kemptville, a little bit cooler in the valley, sitting at -6 for your daytime high. Same with in Petawawa, -8 is the high in Kitigan Zippy. Over the next couple of days, here's what you can expect for your forecast. Colder for today, -5, against some fresh snow, about 2 centimeters. 5 centimeters of snow on the way tomorrow, late in the morning into the late part of your afternoon. -1 is the daytime high, so a little bit warmer as we head into Tuesday. Then the cold weather is back on Wednesday, but nice and sunny. -5 is the daytime high for Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, -4 is the daytime high. We are expecting cloudy conditions for Thursday as we head into Friday. We could see some wet snow mixed in with some rain, a high of -2. Then into the weekend, colder, highs of -5 and -9. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your time saver traffic, and we are collision free. No major issues to report. Traffic is smooth sailing this hour. Now let's check out your TSN must-see moment.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday, and for it, we head to Motown. Steelers, Lions, final moments of the first half. Aaron Rodgers airs one out, and Kenneth Gainwell comes up with an incredible snag. Gets up and takes it in for the touchdown. Absolutely outstanding concentration, catching the ball while falling over and realizing he wasn't touched to go in for the TD. Gainwell collects the must-see moment from Sunday. And tonight on TSN, we wrap up Week 16 in the NFL. The 49ers face the Colts. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, with kickoff just after 8. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa.
It's a fun place for the kids to come burn off some energy and a great cause.
Looks like so much fun. The second annual Big Holiday Bounce Drive held in Ottawa this weekend to benefit a special cause. The details after the break. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. You are watching Your Morning Ottawa on your Monday. We'll be right back after this. Good morning, Ottawa.
The most important part of any journey is to arrive safely. Hi, I'm Patricia Bowl.
And I'm Stefan Keys from CTV. Distracted or impaired driving can have devastating consequences.
Hey, it's Ashley.
And Gord from Ottawa's Pure Country 94.
Always plan for a designated driver, and please keep your phone down.
Everyone can help keep communities safe.
Drive safe. Brought to you by the Ottawa Safety Council. For more information on road safety programs and services, visit ottawasafetycouncil.ca.
Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. It is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and airport officials say travelers should come prepared. And Route 189A weekend bus route is reconnecting Ottawa residents to a local food bank. Now, let's check out the forecast.
Well, Rosie, you and I will be very pleased because it looked like we were going to be a little bit messy last week with all that rainfall. A little cloudy today, but then some slight snowfall starts to enter. But then before Christmas Day, Melissa letting us know it is expected to be a white Christmas, which we love to see. Full details on that coming up. Let's take a look at the roads at this hour on your Monday morning. Nothing major to report. I know many people have this week off. They jumped out a little bit early, so the road's looking pretty quiet. We'll let you know of any detours or anything happening through the morning. Well, it was all smiles Sunday afternoon while giving back at the Ottawa Megadome for the second annual Big Holiday Bounce Drive. CTV's Camille Wilson was at the event held in support of CHEO and the Stittsville Food Bank.
Bouncing around and meeting Santa, some of the highlights at the Ottawa Megadome.
We have so much fun. We get to burn off energy and, run around. It's hopefully they'll go to bed pretty nice tonight.
For friends Courtney Thompson and Ryan Cook, there was no better place to be than at the Big Holiday Bounce Drive, raising funds for CHEO and donating to the Stittsville Food Bank.
Brought my kids to Walmart. They picked out their own canned good.
Happy to donate always. Happy to bring our non-perishables and give back a little bit.
Everyone here bringing a non-perishable food item or minimum $5 donation for CHEO.
Right now at the food bank, we're running through hundreds of people with all the extras that we gather in so that for Christmas time, including new toys, all that type of thing, so everybody can have a pretty good holiday.
Most of us have kids, and when they're sick, they need to go to CHEO, so we try to give back as much as possible to them.
For Cook, this event hits close to home.
Growing up with asthma, I was there a lot. A few years ago, my daughter was pretty sick, and they did a lot for her then, so just giving back to such an important charitable organization.
Bouncy castles, laser tag, and an open field to play.
Take a look around. It's a fun place for the kids to come burn off some energy and a great cause too. There's a lot of people who aren't as fortunate as others.
Megadome owner Dave Thompson says it's the least he can do.
The community gives us so much, so to help give back to the community of Stittsville and, the Canada area is more, we're more than happy to do that.
And even Santa couldn't resist.
But when he said CHEO, my heart just melted. I'm always thinking of the children at CHEO. I'm so proud to be part of it.
Camille Wilson, CTV News.
Okay, so if you could bottle the energy at the Megadome over the weekend, I think you could probably power this city for about a year. Those kids were just running around having a great time. That is a perfect venue for families, for parents with kids going, okay, go, run, bouncy castle, just bounce away.
Yeah, there's so much room for them to just, burn off some steam and some energy, especially with the holiday season.
Yes.
And for many schools out, so the kids look for something to do. So you get to do all those sports and have fun, but in the Christmas spirit with Santa. I mean,
so good.
I don't know if it gets better than that from a kid's perspective.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Santa was looking crisp, like that beard, Santa? You were ready for Christmas? Because I was like, whoa, Santa. You just went, it probably went and got a little grooming done just before.
Yeah, and those glasses looked pristine. They were the perfect length. Yes, I don't know what he's doing. All right, coming up in Your Morning Ottawa, we are taking your comments on Boxing Day. Do you plan on shopping any deals after Christmas? Rosie says yes. I think that the cart's already full on the computer I see there. Let us know your thoughts. We're going to take a peek outside through our Skycam on George Street, and not too much action out there right now, but maybe some snowfall on the way ahead of our big day. Christmas just 3 days out. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
It's the best time of the year for many, but it can also be one of the busiest, especially for those traveling. The Ottawa International Airport says flights are full and travelers should come prepared. CTV's Kimberly Johnson reports.
Ottawa travelers bustle about, catching flights and holiday spirit at the Ottawa Airport with destinations worldwide. Where are you guys going?
We're going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba. I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so I've come here to study.
Ottawa Airport officials say Sunday through to Tuesday are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival.
Our flight got canceled and delayed 2 days, so it's good to finally be here.
Those like Ty Wheatley and his sister packing patience on top of clothing after weather-related delays for their first Halifax flight before heading to sunnier destinations.
We're going to the Dominican Republic in a couple days, so we had to kind of pack for like 2 climates, so that was interesting.
So good. I'm so ready for Christmas.
The airport says to ensure smooth travel, you'll want to come prepared. That means making sure you have your travel documents, like your passport if you're flying internationally. And before you leave home, they say to check your flight status online. And if you're traveling with Christmas gifts in your carry-on, they say to leave them unwrapped.
All of our skis, our helmets, mitts, gloves, goggles.
Milena Segwe and her family had to be prepared for their family ski trip in France.
So excited. I haven't gone skiing in a while, so this is definitely an exciting trip. Excited to try something new for Christmas.
The airport decking the halls with the holiday spirit. The excitement for travelers here taking off.
We're off to see Paul's family, 3 little granddaughters and daughters, and we're just really looking forward to it. We're going to Toronto.
Going home to Toronto. Exciting because I work for an airline, so I get to be home for Christmas, which is really nice. Spend it with my family, which doesn't happen too much.
Kimberly Johnson, CTV News.
All Right, potentially a conflicted one today. But for many, it's no question. On Your Morning Ottawa, we are asking for your comments on Boxing Day sales. Do you shop on Boxing Day? Let us know your thoughts. Email us, of course, at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. I kind of teased this a little bit earlier because it was in our headlines. Yeah. And how are we feeling about Boxing Day? Are the carts full? Are we ready?
I see you both looking over at me.
We knew we were coming to you first. Yes.
Oh, the resident shopper, right?
Yes.
Yes, my carts are full and they're loaded and they're ready to go, and I'm just waiting for those deals. Absolutely. And this is kind of the time that if I've missed out on the Black Friday deals, I kind of am waiting now for Boxing Day, because I'm not going to spend something regular price when it's going to go on sale the day after Christmas. So I just kind of wait and feel it out. If it doesn't go on sale, then maybe I don't need it so much. But if it goes on sale, I'll hit that pay now button.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But you know what, you're already starting to see some Boxing Day sales. I find especially in stores, you're really starting to see those discounts already. So if you want to do some in-store retail shopping, of course you might be able to see these great deals.
Yeah, I like that 50% when I see 5, 0, 50 and 40, and do I hear 60% off? Then I go, oh, you've got my attention. Yeah. And I mean, Boxing Day, not too long ago, that was it. That was it. That was a big sale. There wasn't Black Friday. We didn't have Cyber Monday all those years ago. And Boxing Day was the thing. And now it's Boxing Week. Let's be honest, right? And yes, I will be doing shopping Boxing Day, and then as it bleeds into Boxing Week, I will be doing some shopping. Some will be a little bit frivolous because, you know, if the sale is big enough, I'm like, get it anyway. Get another pair of socks. Why not? And then others, I'll be looking. I am looking for the big sales, for sure. What about you, Will?
I like that. Well, I'm with the both of you, but I'm like you. I think this time of year, I'm going to look for those 50, 60% off. But if I see something 35 and it's like, I'm going to buy this anyway, maybe I'll load up a little bit.
Exactly.
So we'll be hearing from you a little bit later in the show. We are asking, do you shop on Boxing Day? Or after Christmas, you're done. No more gifts, no more shopping. It's over. Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we will speak with retail analyst Ruth Winder about how many Boxing Day sales have already started days before Christmas. That's still ahead. We'll be right back.
Rosie Edda.
Happy 3 days till Christmas. I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And look at you two, like perfectly masked for the Christmas today. And then I don't even know what I am.
I think my wardrobe the entire week is pretty much red or festive.
Yeah,
I messed
because the countdown,
It's on.
it's here. It's just hours away, which is very, very exciting. How are the kids? Are they super excited?
They're excited, yes.
Okay.
They're on their best behavior right now because Chip left them a note on the weekend that they're on thin ice right now.
Chip the elf. Okay, so because Chip the elf, we've been watching. So there you go. You have some well-behaved kids, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Our viewers as well. All the kids are home. School is out for the holidays. And now you're here with us, and we're so glad that you can join us. Why don't we get to today's top stories? The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. Paolo and Lila Mira's family faced deportation after the couple and their eldest daughter lost their temporary work permits. They previously told CTV News their licensed immigration consultant ghosted them. The consultant, Ana Raquel Aparico Perdomo, failed to submit required documents and fees. The Miras are now out $3,000 and have no immigration status.
If these applications were filed in time with the correct information and with everything that was required for this specific type of application of work permit that they were aiming, it would be likely that those applications would have been approved.
The College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants is currently investigating more than 1,300 complaints of questionable professional conduct between July 2024 and June 30th of this year. The college suspended 7 licenses and banned 8 consultants from practicing. Critics say the college should do more to help the victims.
Well, it is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and the airport officials are saying that travelers should pack some patience.
Going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba. I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so because I've come here to study.
Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival. For families who rely on food banks here in Ottawa, just getting there can be a challenge, and now a restored bus route is helping to remove that barrier. Earlier this year, weekend service was eliminated on Route 189 through OC Transpo's new Ways to Bus network, which cut off direct transit access to the food bank, which only operates on Saturdays and Sundays. For months, families without cars were left with few options to reach the Colonnade Road location, but starting Sunday, the route is back and it's here to stay.
Learned about this situation, started talking to OC Transpo, explained to them that sometimes making fixes is not about the number of riders, but about the experience of the people who have lost that bus.
It's a permanent change, you know, and it goes to April because that's our next service change, but we're not planning on removing this service.
The Sadaka Food Bank is a halal food bank, but it serves hundreds for families a day, no matter their beliefs.
The U.S. and Ukraine are calling their latest talks productive, but it doesn't look like there's been any major breakthroughs in efforts to end Ukraine's war with Russia. Representatives from both countries met in Florida over the weekend with the shared goal of ending the war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says they discussed possible timeframes for specific decisions. On Saturday, a Kremlin envoy also said talks with American officials were constructive, but there has been no word on holding talks that would involve Ukraine, Russia, and the U.S.
A manhunt is underway in South Africa after a deadly shooting rampage near Johannesburg. 7 men and 2 women were killed when close to a dozen gunmen drove up to a tavern and began shooting. 10 other victims were injured. It is the second mass shooting in South Africa just in 3 weeks.
In Australia, more than 10,000 mourners gathered at Bondi Beach as part of a national day of reflection. This is in honor of the victims of last week's attack at a Jewish festival. Flags were lowered, and a minute of silence was held to remember the 15 people who lost their lives. And the image of a candle was projected onto the Sydney Opera House.
Visitors to Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles were treated to a record-breaking sight, the unveiling of the world's largest gingerbread house.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Woo! Merry Christmas!
Oh, I wanted to see that bad boy. This just makes me so happy. The world record-setting structure is a life-size replica of the McAllister home from the, of course, iconic 1990 blockbuster Home Alone.
It was built out of 4,200 gingerbread brick tiles and is held together with 75 liters of edible glue.
Wow.
Look at that. You got like construction crews putting together the gingerbread
Scaffolding
house.
trying to put it together.
Oh.
This is wild.
They went all out for this, didn't they?
How long does it take you to eat a gingerbread house that size? Or how many people?
I feel like you could get the whole city involved in that. Right? Everyone comes and gets a little piece.
Just take a little bite here, a little bite there.
Imagine the smell. I made gingerbread with my kids yesterday. We made gingerbread cookies, and our entire house just smelled like a warm Christmas tree. It was beautiful.
I mean, that's okay if you're walking around the streets of like downtown and you just smell gingerbread this time of year.
That's
I think everyone would be okay with that.
Exactly. Beautiful.
Oh, love it.
Now I'm hungry for some gingerbread.
Nothing like a 6:36 a.m. gingerbread house.
Maybe we'll have to get a gingerbread coffee or a gingerbread tea. Cloudy and cold to start things off this morning. Into the afternoon, we're expecting some snow. Could even see some light drizzle in there. And yes, we are expecting a white Christmas with some fresh snow on the way, not that icy, crunchy stuff we're seeing outside right now. We are sitting at minus 13. It does feel closer to minus 24 with that wind chill. Minus 8 in Kingston, same within Trenton. Minus 12 currently out in the valley. So a little bit cloudy to start things off this morning. We will get to see some sunshine early this morning into your afternoon, an increase of cloudiness. And around noon hour today, that's when we're expecting periods of light snow on the way. So periods of light snow from noon hour until about 6 p.m. That's when we're expecting most of this snow. We could see about 2 centimeters in total into your afternoon. Now, there is a chance we could see it mix in with some drizzle this afternoon as well, so keep that in mind. Overnight tonight, could see some flurries, and then into your day tomorrow, this is by 10 a.m. More snow on the way and a little bit heavier as we head into your Tuesday as well. We could see upwards of 5 centimeters of snow, and you could see it will kind of linger off and on throughout your day tomorrow. Some breaks from the snow as well, and then overnight a few flurries in the forecast. So we could see 5 centimeters of fresh snow tomorrow. A couple of snowy days in the forecast for us. Temps today not so bad. We'll feel closer to minus 8 as temperatures hover around minus 5 in Ottawa, minus 6 in the valley, minus 4 for Bancroft. Warmer for Trenton, Kingston sitting at 0 today. Minus 8 is your high in Gatineau. So over the next couple of days, a little mixture of everything, but definitely a white Christmas on the way. Minus 5 for today. We will actually warm up overnight, sitting at minus 4, 2 centimeters of that fresh snow, 5 centimeters for tomorrow, and slightly warmer with a high of minus 1. Colder for Wednesday, but the sun will be out for Christmas Eve. Minus 5 is the high. Christmas Day, cloudy conditions for Santa Claus. Minus 4, so not overly cold for Santa Claus as we head into Friday and through the weekend. A little bit colder into the weekend, but we will see some sunshine.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
Still no major issues on your drive-in this hour. Very light volume both east to west. And the good news is pavement is looking great. No major issues. And we are collision-free.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday, and for it, we head to Motown. Steelers, Lions, final moments of the first half. Aaron Rodgers airs one out, and Kenneth Gainwell comes up with an incredible snag. Gets up and takes it in for the touchdown. Absolutely outstanding concentration, catching the ball while falling over and realizing he wasn't touched to go in for the TD. Gainwell collects the must-see moment from Sunday. And tonight on TSN, we wrap up Week 16 in the NFL. The 49ers face the Colts. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, with kickoff just after 8. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Welcome back, everybody. Here are the big stories that we're following today on Your Morning Ottawa. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. The holidays are one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and the officials say travelers should pack some patience. And Route 189, a weekend bus route, is reconnecting Ottawa residents to a local food bank. Let's take a peek outside because it's looking like we could potentially, Melissa, see some snow ahead of Christmas.
Absolutely. It looks like we could see a white Christmas indeed. Some nice fresh powder, not the crunchy stuff we're seeing outside right now. Temperatures this morning feeling close to minus 24 with that wind chill. Into the afternoon, not so bad. Minus 5 for today. We'll feel closer to minus 8. We could start to see that fresh snow starting around noon hour today, continuing into your evening hours. About 2 centimeters on the way for today. Another 5 centimeters added to that total tomorrow as we are expecting more snow on the way. Then Wednesday, nice and sunny with a high of minus 5. On your roads this morning, still no major issues, very light volume east to west, and the good news is we are collision-free on your drive-in.
Well, this holiday season, a warning from experts about a spike in fraud cases. Every year, Canadians lose hundreds of millions of dollars to scammers. But this time of the year, when people are in a rush and distracted, they are more vulnerable. Here's CTV's Denise Roberts with some tips to help protect yourself.
'Tis the season for scams. Each year, there's a spike in fraud during the holidays, especially those targeting shoppers, according to cybersecurity expert Terry Cutler.
That's when their guard is down because they want to get things done quickly, and they just click on stuff they're not supposed to, or get caught up in a scam.
He says fraudsters use fake websites to lure bargain hunters. They also tamper with gift cards.
They're going to put a sticker or barcode on top of the original barcode, which links to a master gift card that the scammers paid for. So when you go to the cash and you activate it, you put $50 on it. Well, that $50 just got transferred to the scammer's MasterCard.
Cutler says recent data breaches have been a gift for criminals, giving them access to names, addresses, and passwords, information that can be used to impersonate your bank. He says to never trust call display. Banks will never ask for passwords or one-time codes over the phone. He also recommends changing your passwords often and enable two-factor authentication and alerts on your phone. Beware if anyone is demanding urgent action or clicking on links to verify your account, what's known as a phishing scam. And another sure sign that something's off.
Whenever they're asking for payments in gift cards, that's your ultimate red flag that this is a scam.
Social media is another place where scams abound.
Over the holidays, a lot of people could be lonely and they get love bombed by social media.
And don't think it can't happen to you. Cutler says he was inadvertently involved in a romance scam.
A fraudster used my photo and my kids' photos to generate a Facebook dating profile and scammed a woman of $60,000.
As fraudsters evolve, Cutler says it's important to stay on top of the latest scams, and there are online tools to protect yourself.
It really comes down to awareness.
One of the best gifts you can give yourself this season. Denise Roberts, CTV News.
This morning, we are asking, are you going to be doing some Boxing Day shopping? We want to know, and we're so glad we got some comments.
We do. All right, Wanda says, even though the sales start before Christmas, I will be cashing in on the Boxing Day specials on the 26th. I'll be heading off to the mall bright and early, and here we go. This is very important. And wearing my comfortable footwear and armed with my credit card so I can shop, shop, shop.
Yes, Wanda, you are smart. Running shoes, sneakers, all the way for those Boxing Day deals. I love it. Marjorie says, I do like to shop on Boxing Day. Prices are quite high for items like clothing and jewelry. I get to the Boxing Day sales to stock up on much needed items.
Oh, there you go, much needed items. But then she just reminded me, jewelry. Yeah, if you've got your eye on a nice ring or something, that'll go on sale as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, so many shopping items to look out for this Boxing Day. That's a question that we're asking you. We want to know, are you going to be shopping on Boxing Day? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, Sidney Crosby has reached a remarkable milestone in his career with the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're going to tell you more about that coming up. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. Yeah, it's a cold, very cold start to your Monday. We'll be right back. Good morning, Ottawa.
Time now for your morning fix, and Canadian hockey icon Sidney Crosby has reached an incredible milestone. Sidney Crosby passed Mario Lemieux for the most points in Pittsburgh Penguins history with a goal and an assist in a 4-3 shootout win against the Habs on Sunday. The latest achievement puts Crosby at 8th in the NHL history for points.
And it's so great to see because, you know what, and you made a good point. I didn't even think about this because I watched this yesterday live when he got the tying point for Lemieux and then when he overtook it because Ovechkin has been in the spotlight
for so long.
Especially with the records that he set. And him and Sidney Crosby, they've always had that fun, competitive battle. And it would have meant a lot to Sidney to accomplish that. You could see that his whole family was in attendance. Mario Lemieux actually sent out a video as well. He did like the pre-congratulations because they knew it was on the way. But it's so great because Sid the Kid, no longer a kid, but
I'm like,
in our
do
hearts.
we still call him Sid the Kid? Because he's, you know, he's up there. He's definitely probably one of the older players in the NHL at this point. And I'm like, do we still call him Sid the Kid, or is he forever Sid the Kid?
Probably forever Sid the Kid, right?
You can't go Sid the guy or Sid the man.
Yeah, you can't change that.
It's a nickname that sticks with life, regardless of if it's politically accurate or not. He's Sid the Kid forever.
Absolutely. Well, it was just so great to see him break that record. I love it. Saturday Night Live bade farewell to cast member Bowen Yang this weekend. He had a chance to share his feelings about his departure in his sketch about departing a departing airline employee.
I've loved every single person who works here because they've done so much for me, especially my boss.
Oh, your boss. There she is.
Yang received a special send-off from host and fellow Wicked actor Ariana Grande and musical guest Cher. He started as a writer for SNL in 2018 before joining the cast, and he quickly became a fan favorite with 5 Emmy nominations over his time on the show.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a great show. Of course, Ariana Grande always does a great job, and then to see Cher perform. But I really wanted to see Bowen because I knew that this was his last episode, and it was emotional, and it was perfect because he could cry because the character and the play called for it, but you know, those were real tears. I mean, he was thanking everyone, but he was very emotional because that's it. He's moving on. Yeah, Bowen Yang, he will be missed on that show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, smart role to play, knowing, hey, I can cry because it's my character. What a perfect kind of fit into there.
Absolutely. Well, there was a heated moment during yesterday's game between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And mixing it up with someone in the stands.
Oh my gosh.
And that, not.
Yes. Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf threw a punch at a fan who was hanging over the railing at Ford Field in the second quarter of last night's game. The broadcast showed Metcalf talking to the fan. After a few seconds, Metcalf kind of reached up and threw a punch at the fan and walked away. Because there was no flag thrown during the incident with the fan, the NFL cannot weigh in on a disqualification, which is why Metcalf could continue playing.
It's just wild because it's like, you don't need to go over there. You don't need to do that. And, and you could tell, too. So he was affected by that. And then actually the next drive, boom, for a third down, drop the ball. Like you could tell. And then now the NFL is obviously going to look into that. He might not be able to play in a very important game next week. He could be suspended. He could be fined. It's like, don't go over there. What do you do? The guy has a blue wig on, too. It's just, it looked like he had some Steelers like merchandise too, so I don't know if he lured her in, but you can't do that as an athlete.
It was in Detroit, and I mean, Detroit was losing, I believe, at this point in the game as well. So it's just, you know, fans are you're gonna heckle, but you just ignore them. You just gotta ignore them. It's part of being an athlete. You just gotta ignore the background noise and do what you're there for. So it's an unfortunate incident, absolutely.
Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And did he ever take the bait?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, coming up in the next hour, we are discussing what you can expect from this week's Boxing Day deals with a retail analyst. Plus, the Bell Capital Cup is nearly here, celebrating its 25th anniversary. And the Polish Embassy joins us to teach us a bit about how they celebrate Christmas in Poland. All that and more is still ahead on Your Morning Ottawa. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It is Monday, December 22nd. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. It's Monday, December 22nd. An Ottawa family is facing deportation, shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants.
A newly restored bus route is helping families who rely on food banks here in the capital to get there more easily.
And we're still 3 sleeps away from Christmas morning, but Boxing Day sales have already begun. We'll learn more about what you can expect from this year's post-Christmas discounts. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And it's hard to believe that we're just a few days away from Christmas season. Now, you asked a very important question to Melissa, and it was, how are the kids doing? Are they feeling good? And you said that they're in a little bit of
a pickle.
A little bit of a pickle right now because they haven't been behaving.
We had some questionable behavior on the weekend, and their little elf Chip reminded them that they're a little bit on thin ice. So they have a couple sleeps left to improve their behavior, and we did see a change after Chip set the rules. So if only I had the kind of power that Chip or Elf does, that would be great.
It's a risky time for the kids to be playing with fire here.
Gotta behave, no doubt about it. All right, we're going to take a look now at your top stories. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. Paolo and Lila Mira's family faced deportation after the couple and their eldest daughter lost their temporary work permits. They previously told CTV News their licensed immigration consultant ghosted them. The consultant, Ana Raquel Aparico Perdomo, failed to submit required documents and fees. The Miras are now out $3,000 and have no immigration status.
If these applications were filed in time with the correct information and with everything that was required for this specific type of application of work permit that they were aiming, it would be likely that they will have that those applications would have been approved.
The College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants is currently investigating more than 1,300 complaints of questionable professional conduct between July 2024 and June 30th of this year. The college suspended 7 licenses and banned 8 consultants from practicing. Critics say the college should do more to help the victims.
It is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and the officials say that travelers should pack some patience.
Going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba. I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so I've come here to study.
Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival. For families who rely on food banks here in Ottawa, just getting there can be a challenge. Now a restored bus route is helping to remove that barrier. Earlier this year, weekend service was eliminated on Route 189 through OC Transpo's new Ways to Bus network, which cut off direct transit access to the food bank, which only operates on Saturdays and Sundays. For months, families without cars were left with few options to reach the Colonnade Road location. But starting on Sunday, that route is back and it's here to stay.
Learned about this situation, started talking to OC Transpo, explained to them that sometimes making fixes is not about the number of riders, but about the experience of the people who have lost that bus.
It's a permanent change, and it goes to April because that's our next service change, but we're not planning on removing this service.
The Sadaka Food Bank is a halal food bank, but it serves hundreds of families a day, no matter their beliefs.
The U.S. and Ukraine are calling their latest talks productive, but it doesn't look like there has been any major breakthroughs in efforts to end Ukraine's war with Russia. Representatives from both countries met in Florida over the weekend with a shared goal of ending the war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says they discussed possible timeframes for specific decisions. On Saturday, a Kremlin envoy also said talks with American officials were constructive, but there has been no word on holding talks that would involve Ukraine, Russia, and the U.S.
A manhunt is underway in South Africa after a deadly shooting rampage near Johannesburg. 7 men and 2 women were killed when close to a dozen gunmen drove up to a tavern and began shooting. 10 other victims were injured. It is the second mass shooting in South Africa in 3 weeks.
In Australia, more than 10,000 mourners gathered at Bondi Beach as part of a national day of reflection. This is in honor of the victims of last week's attack at a Jewish festival. Flags were lowered and a minute of silence was held to remember the 15 people who lost their lives. And the image of a candle was projected onto the Sydney Opera House.
Paleontologists in Egypt have uncovered the earliest known crocodiles.
Now this is cool. The newly discovered reptiles lived about, just 80 million years ago.
Scientists say this discovery is helping with the understanding of crocodile evolution and are filling a gap in the fossil record of North Africa. The fossils include 2 partial skulls and 2 snout tips.
Did you see those teeth?
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. I'm like, wow, those are some sharp teeth.
And it's also so cool. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I mean, obviously, it's not a major of mine whatsoever, but like where to begin when you find that and then how to determine like the ancestry behind it. Feel like you said, filling in those gaps of like where it was. And then we go, the teeth. Like that's how we react. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we do have a weather picture for you this morning, and this is our weather picture of the day. Steve sent this in to us. It's the chilly nights in Woodland.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, we would love to see your pictures as well. All you have to do is continue to email them to us, weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that email address, weathershots@ctv.ca. Our forecast this morning, a bit of a cold start to your day. Currently in Ottawa sitting at -13, but with that wind chill, does feel closer to -14, 24 this hour. So a very chilly start to your day. Make sure you're dressed warmly if you head outside. -8 for Trenton, Kingston, -10 in Brockville, -12 currently out in the valley. A little bit cloudy out there. We will see a mix of sun and cloud to start off your morning, then an increase of cloudiness throughout the late part of your morning. Into your afternoon, we are expecting some snow. So there is a chance we could see some snow today. We could see upwards of 2 centimeters on the way for us here in the forecast. We could see it mixed in with some drizzle as well. So it looks like it'll snow mainly from 12 until about 5-6 p.m. and then kind of taper off into the evening, but still some flurries possible into the overnight. Then into your day tomorrow, it will start off sunny in the morning, but then late in the morning around 10 a.m. is when we're expecting more snow on the way for tomorrow. And tomorrow we could see upwards of 5 centimeters. So you'll see purple bands. That means that the snow is falling a little bit heavier than it will be today. So we could see 5 centimeters in total added to the forecast into your day tomorrow. It will snow throughout most of the afternoon, kind of off and on, and then taper off into the overnight and early in the morning hours on Wednesday. Your daytime high for today, -5, will feel closer to -8 into the afternoon, -6 in Pembroke, -4 for Bancroft, 0 for Trenton, Kingston today. -8 is your daytime high over in Kittaginzibie and -10 over in Mont-Tremblant. Over the next few days, some snowy days in the forecast, so looking like it will be a white Christmas indeed. -5 for today, -1 for tomorrow. Temperatures will actually warm up overnight and be milder into your day tomorrow. And again, we could see 7 centimeters of fresh snow today and through tomorrow. As we head into Wednesday for Christmas Eve, clear skies, nice and sunny for Santa. -5 is the daytime high. Cloudy conditions for Christmas Day with a high of -4. Then as we head into next week, kind of fluctuating temperatures, but cold into the weekend, highs of -9 on Sunday.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
All right, and I know many people may be getting an early start towards their vacation ahead of that Christmas day. And as we take a look at the roads on this Monday morning commute, nothing major to report at this time, especially because the roads are looking a little skim at this point in time. Conditions-wise, just a little bit of snowfall, maybe a little bit later throughout the day, but everything's looking really good. Just a little bit chilly out there, but of course, this time of year, make sure you have plenty of windshield washer fluid into your vehicles. If anything changes throughout the morning, we'll be sure to let you know. Now let's take a look at TSN's must-see moment.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday, and for it, we head to Motown. Steelers, Lions, final moments of the first half. Aaron Rodgers airs one out, and Kenneth Gainwell comes up with an incredible snag. Gets up and takes it in for the touchdown. Absolutely outstanding concentration, catching the ball while falling over and realizing he wasn't touched to go in for the TD. Gainwell collects the must-see moment from Sunday. And tonight on TSN, we wrap up Week 16 in the NFL. The 49ers face the Colts. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. with kickoff just after 8. That's all for now from the SportsCenter newsroom. Have a great day.
Well, Boxing Day is not until Friday, but many places are already running sales. Let's bring in retail analyst and author Bruce Winder to discuss what we can expect if you're looking for last-minute Christmas gifts or those big Boxing Day deals. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
So great to have you here. So first of all, let's talk about what kind of trends we are seeing when it comes to these Boxing Day deals.
Yeah, some of the Boxing Day deals have started earlier this year. I know Canadian Tire was out last year. Amazon started theirs on the 20th. And retailers are trying to take advantage of the last few days before December 25th to capture as many sales as they can.
And so when we spoke to you earlier before Black Friday, I know you mentioned that a big trend we're seeing is that sales are just going to start earlier and earlier, and many retailers already have those discounted items. Are we going to continue to see these early deals as well for Boxing Day?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's one of the trends we've noticed over the last several years for Black Friday, Boxing Day too, or Boxing Week as they call it, is, you know, the deals start earlier and the deals go later. So even after Boxing Day, the deals normally last, you know, for the rest of the week as well.
So for people looking to take advantage, are there better deals online, or would you say better deals in store for Boxing Day?
It kind of varies a little bit. I mean, you know, the upside with buying online, if you're buying from someone like Amazon in Ottawa, you can get, if you're a Prime member, free delivery, same-day delivery, and you also can get 4 different delivery periods. So every 4 to 6 hours they can ship you. So it's really convenient to buy online, and you have access to hundreds of thousands of same-day items. So the assortment's bigger, but some people just like to get out in the stores to look around, touch and feel the items. So it really depends on what you're looking for.
So let's compare Black Friday and Boxing Day. Has Black Friday kind of overshadowed or overtaken Boxing Day when it comes to these deals?
It has, but Boxing Day is still incredibly significant. I saw research that showed about 9 million Canadians are going to participate in the Boxing Day, Boxing Week phenomena. So although Black Friday has sort of eclipsed it a little bit with Cyber Monday, Boxing Day, Boxing Week is still an absolutely major shopping holiday in Canada.
Now, even though we've already started to see some Boxing Day deals, do you think we're going to see more discounts as we approach Friday?
I think we will. I think each day, you know, retailers will try to release a new batch of items to keep people interested. Because the idea is to get people to spend almost every day if possible, so they can spend more in aggregate.
And we talked about sales starting earlier. Do you think we're going to continue to see Boxing Day deals after the 26th as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of what the retailers have started to do over the last few years is they'll extend the holiday and they'll have either new items or continuing the sales of existing items all the way through to the week.
Any last minute advice for shoppers who want to take advantage of those deals?
No, just stick within your budget, have some fun, you know, and enjoy the time.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And coming up, we will be speaking about the 25th anniversary of Bell Capital Cup and an important honor with a local family right here in Ottawa. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam this morning. It's dark out there. Temperature's a little bit cold as well, feeling closer to minus 24 this hour.
The most important part of any journey is to arrive safely. Hi, I'm Patricia Bowl.
And I'm Stefan Keys from CTV. Distracted or impaired driving can have devastating consequences.
Hey, it's Ashley.
And Gord from Ottawa's Pure Country 94.
Always plan for a designated driver, and please keep your phone down.
Everyone can help keep communities safe.
Drive safe. Brought to you by the Ottawa Safety Council. For more information on road safety programs and services, visit ottawasafetycouncil.ca.
Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. It is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and airport officials say travelers should come prepared. And Route 189A weekend bus route is reconnecting Ottawa residents to local food bank. Now let's check out the forecast.
A cold start to your morning, -13 this morning. It does feel closer to -24, so temperatures chilly. A chance of those scattered flurries starting late this morning into your afternoon. We could see about 2 centimeters in the forecast for today. A risk of that freezing drizzle as well. As for this evening, temperatures hovering around -5. That's where temperatures will hover throughout most of the day, feeling closer to -8. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your time-saver traffic. Still seeing light volume out there this morning. I feel like we will continue to see lighter volume throughout the week as many people are off, of course, for vacation. However, we are collision-free, which is great news, so no major issues east to west on your Queensway this hour.
Well, the Bell Capital Cup celebrates its 25th anniversary, and this year, through the opening ceremonies, there's going to be a very special speaker. I'm joined now by John McDonald to tell us a little bit more about this. Good morning to you, my friend.
Hey, Will. How's it going?
Good. For all of our viewers at home, full disclosure, Johnny and I have known each other since we were 5 years old.
Yeah, a long time.
A long time ago, playing for the Raiders. And it's really cool to have you here today because we're standing next to the Alan J. McDonald Memorial Trophy, which gets handed out. Can you tell me a little bit about your dad?
Yeah, my dad, he was a champion in everything that he did. He had such an impact in minor hockey. He had such a passion for the game. He loved it. He was so involved. I have 2 older brothers. We all grew up playing competitive sports, competitive hockey being the main one. We grew up at hockey arenas. You know, family dinners were rushed because we always had to get off to hockey. And he just, you know, it's such an honor to have this trophy renamed after him. So
yeah, and you know, we're repping our Nepean Raiders jerseys, which actually have your dad's patch, which says "Al, you're awesome," which was his trademark line that he always used to say.
To any of his former coaches, any players, good game, bad game, you know, he was always "you're awesome." He was awesome, and it's just that's what he was known for, and it's just it makes me smile for sure.
It's so wonderful, and unfortunately, John, our names are not on this trophy.
No.
We fell short at the semifinals.
Oh, we came close. We came
so close, so many years back. But this year, it's really special for you because at the opening ceremonies, you're going to talk about your family and your dad.
Yeah. So it's the 25th anniversary this year, and the organizers of the tournament have done a great job putting everything together. And we were presented with the opportunity to speak on my dad and to, you know, kind of touch on everything that he did for this tournament and everything that he was involved with while we still had him. So I'll be speaking December 28th at the Canada Sensplex at the opening ceremonies Hockey Fest, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah,
and you're going to be there with your brother Matt. That's going to be there for the opening ceremonies. And it's not just the trophy, but the Nepean Sportsplex also has a rink named after your father as well. Can you just talk about what that's meant to you over the years? Because it's a rink that we played at growing up.
Yeah.
And you see that impact that your dad and your family had. So what does it mean to you to be able to speak at something like this?
Yeah, it means everything. You know, like we lost him a long time ago. We lost him young, and we miss him dearly, but we know that he's still with us. And to be able to carry his name forward and to, you know, really shine the legacy that he had through to other people in the community, to other hockey players, it means everything. And you know, I worked at that arena for a long time, like you mentioned. We grew up playing there. I drive by it on a regular basis on Woodruff Avenue, and it's just it really makes me smile seeing his name and his legacy still shine bright today. So.
And you know, it's so cool too because no matter where you go, like especially here in the capital, and people know the McDonald name for so many reasons. And continuing on with that legacy, what would you like to see with the Bell Capital Cup? Because you know, the dad's name is right here on it.
Yeah.
So moving forward, how do you want to kind of continue that legacy with what your dad said? Like, you're awesome, you know, just that positive influence on people. How do you want to continue that going on?
Oh, I'd love to see the tournament continue for another 25 years. You know, it's an undescribable feeling being able to go down and present the trophy and see the kids coming up now and get to share the passion that my dad had for this game forward. And I hope it continues to grow. And you know, I do want to mention 2 of my dad's former colleagues, Sal Iacono, who's no longer with us, and Cheryl Burwash. They were pivotal in getting this trophy renamed, so I want to thank them for that. And I'd love to see it continue. So it's really great.
It's so amazing. And again, we're not on this trophy. Maybe years down the line, if we have kids, maybe we can get them in the tournament and get our names on this.
Well, we came close.
I know.
It wasn't meant to be.
No, it was meant to be. Let's say we got a silver stick win under our belts.
There we go.
Time ago.
Yeah.
But John, thank you for coming in this morning and sharing your story because it is really powerful. And I know that your dad would be really proud, and it's so great to have you in today.
Thank you very much for having me. And like my dad said, you're awesome. So.
Oh, and ending it perfectly. You're awesome. And Rosie, you're awesome too.
We've all heard the old adage, bundle up or you'll catch a cold. Well, It turns out there might be some truth to that new research, which suggests the warning is rooted in science. CTV's Kathy Lee has more on the advice as cold and flu season rages on.
As winter sets in and breath turns to fog, the sniffles return and coughs linger.
Do you believe the cold air contributes to people catching the
Yes,
cold?
definitely, especially in Alberta.
If you're not dressed properly, and it just makes sense.
While cold weather doesn't directly cause a cold, a new joint Canadian-Australian study shows it can make you more likely to catch one.
In the colder temperatures, your immune system tends to be a little bit impaired. So already you're sort of at a disadvantage to viruses in the cold.
The study also revealed that the frigid air allows for germs to enter the body easier through two different ways. One, the nose, because a cold nose creates an ideal environment for viruses to survive, and through the skin.
If you get broken skin because it's dried out because of the cold, viruses can enter our bodies through those through the skin as well.
The findings of the research come as Canada grapples with rising flu cases.
This year's probably going to shake out as being one of the more severe influenza seasons, especially at a population level.
Federal health data showing the percentage of positive tests nationwide at almost 28 compared to 13% last week. And cases are surging across the prairies, with that region seeing the highest test positivity in the country, straining the healthcare system.
Years where we have H3N2 that predominates, like this year, those tend to be more significant flu seasons. Absolutely not too late to get a flu shot this year if you haven't received one already.
With the increasing cases, many taking precaution.
Wear like very warm clothes and everything, and I make sure to wash my hands.
With the hope of getting through the chilly winter without getting sick. Kathy Lee, CTV News, Calgary.
And I mean, we know that that's affecting everybody. Like even some of our staff today is off, and you've been talking about the kids that are sick at school, and it's just really going around this time of year.
Okay, so that report is talking about the fact that the cold itself won't give you a cold, but it sets things up for you to get one. And so temperature right now, Melissa?
With the wind chill this morning, feeling closer to minus 24.
Minus
so
24.
Very, very chilly outside. Yeah, minus 13 is where temperature is sitting right now.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but when I walk out and it's extremely cold, does your nose kind of burn sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Breathing in that
Absolutely.
cold air?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what it is, right? It's setting your nose up, and then it just like constricts all the blood vessels, and then you just may get a cold. That's fascinating stuff, really.
Yeah, well, we are learning more about how the Polish Embassy is celebrating Christmas this time of year. Our guest is standing by, nice and cozy. Look at that fireplace. Speaking of the cold rooms, we got to keep them warm in our Lazy Boy Lounge. That's coming up shortly, right after the break. But from inside to the nice cozy area to outside, minus 13, feeling like the minus 24, 25 on your Monday through our Centennial Glass Skycam. So bundle up. Stay with us, though. We'll be right back.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Sneha Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
The most important part of any journey is to arrive safely. Hi, I'm Patricia Bowl.
And I'm Stefan Keys from CTV. Distracted or impaired driving can have devastating consequences.
Hey, it's Ashley.
And Gord from Ottawa's Pure Country 94.
Always plan for a designated driver, and please keep your phone down.
Everyone can help keep communities safe.
Drive safe. Brought to you by the Ottawa Safety Council. For more information on road safety programs and services, visit ottawasafetycouncil.ca.
Good morning. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Willa Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And it's going to be a cold start to the day. I know that we're talking like minus 13 right now.
Yes.
But then you add in that wind chill. And,
Minus
oh my
24 throughout the morning hours.
Okay.
Not so bad into the afternoon, though. So much better day later on today.
Okay.
With some snow ahead of
Yes.
Christmas.
Love to hear that. And right now we're going to talk about your top stories. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. Paolo and Leila Mira's family faced deportation after the couple and their eldest daughter lost their temporary work permits. They previously told CTV News their licensed immigration consultant ghosted them. The consultant, Ana Raquel Aparico Perdomo, failed to submit required documents and fees. The Miras are now out $3,000 and have no immigration status.
If these applications were filed in time with the correct information and with everything that was required for this specific type of application of work permit that they were aiming, it would be likely that they will have that those applications would have been approved.
The College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants is currently investigating more than 1,300 complaints of questionable professional conduct between July 2024 and June 30th of this year. The college suspended 7 licenses and banned 8 consultants from practicing. Critics say the college should do more to help the victims.
People across the country are scaling back on holiday spending this season.
Me and my partner decided actually not to exchange gifts between the two of us this year. It's so expensive.
So according to a survey by TD Bank, more than a third of Canadians are cutting back on holiday shopping and expenses this year. Nearly half of Canadians are also scaling back on social spending. But even with the holiday budgets decreasing, 46% of people are spending more money on Canadian products. A new report from Business Development Canada says if families spend an extra $100 of their holiday shopping on Canadian goods, the benefit to the national economy could be as much as $2 billion. Well, it's one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and officials are telling travelers that they should pack their patience.
We're going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba.
I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, because I've come here to study.
Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of the year, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many coming in on arrival.
More than 100 students in Gaza have been left in limbo, waiting to find out whether they'll be able to attend school in Canada next year.
I feel so disappointed and anxious because all my future depends on this moment.
Shima Arafa has been accepted to attend the University of Alberta Masters of Science program. This pile of rubble is all that remains of her home, and her glimmer of hope for something new has been darkened over paperwork. She is unable to get her visa, specifically the fingerprints and photo, because there's nowhere in Gaza right now to get that processed. Advocacy groups say there's roughly 130 students who have been accepted to Canadian schools, all of them trapped in Gaza. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada told CTV News all prospective international students must meet the requirements of Canada's immigration system. Items including an image featuring U.S. President Donald Trump that were removed from the Epstein files have now been reinstated.
That's because a judge in New York has ordered us to listen to any victim or victim rights group if they have any concerns about the material that we're putting up. It has nothing to do with President Trump.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says the photo containing Trump was removed by the Justice Department because of concerns raised by victims. But after a review, it was reinstated. Blanche rejected criticisms that the removal was related to the U.S. president and said the photo that included him also showed unredacted images of women. At least 13 files from thousands released on Friday had disappeared from the website without explanation. Trump has consistently denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein and has not been accused of any crimes by Epstein's victims.
A bus route is now up and running again, making it easier for people to get to their local food bank. Weekend service is now restored on Route 189. This is connecting riders to Bethesda Food Bank. Earlier this year, weekend service on the 189 route was eliminated as part of OC Transpo's network changes that continued on over the past year. It cut off direct transit to the Sadaka Food Bank, which operates exclusively on Saturdays and Sundays.
Learned about this situation, started talking to OC Transpo, explained to them that sometimes making fixes is not about the number of riders, but about the experience of the people who have lost that bus.
It's a permanent change, you know, and it goes to April because that's our next service change, but we're not planning on removing this service.
In addition to restoring access to the food bank, weekend service has also been improved along the Chesterton Drive.
Santa Claus has traded in his sleigh for scuba gear.
Oh, there he is. He was spreading some cheer in South America's largest marine aquarium, which is in Rio. Mrs. Claus was there as well, still wearing their famous red suits.
They also brought a Christmas tree with them, so it really was obviously quite the sight. This annual tradition is always a favorite for locals and tourists, and it's the first I've ever seen this, and I'm a huge fan too because we know that, actually I think all three of us here, we love the warmth.
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like Santa likes it too.
Yeah. And look at that tree, a nice blue tree at the bottom of the water. How fun is that?
Absolutely. Anyways, a colder day for us. Definitely not tropical like Santa.
Yes.
Doing a little scuba diving. We'll be, you know, bundling up for us today.
We're doing the
Quite
complete opposite of that, where we're bundling up outside and then maybe seeing some snowfall ahead of Santa's journey to the capital.
Yeah, we're all about the sleigh rides over here in Ottawa. It's a cloudy and cool start to your morning. Temperatures right now quite chilly outside. Into the afternoon, we're expecting some snow and some drizzle in the forecast for us. And yes, it looks like it'll definitely be a white Christmas as we are expecting some fresh snow over the next few days. Minus 12 here. It does feel closer to minus 18 this morning, so wind chill is not as bad as it was a few hours ago. Minus 12 as well in Montreal, minus 2 in Cornwall, minus 10 in Brockville, minus 8 in Trenton, minus 12 currently out in the valley. So pretty much a cold start throughout the region this morning. We are expecting cloudier conditions this morning into the afternoon. Then around noon hour today, we're expecting a little bit of light snow. So some periods of light snow into your afternoon, right through into your evening hours. We could see about 2 centimeters in total, mixed in with some drizzle in there as well. So some accumulation for today. Light flurries overnight, and then into your day tomorrow, more snow on the way. So tomorrow, a bit more significant snow, and you can see dark purple bands. That's when snow will be a little bit heavier on the way for tomorrow. We could see upwards of 5 centimeters of snow as we head into Tuesday. So it'll start late in the morning and continue into the late part of your afternoon for tomorrow, and then some flurries possible overnight Tuesday and through Wednesday morning. So definitely some fresh snow on the way. Temperatures today not so bad into the afternoon. Minus 5 is the daytime high. Will feel closer to minus 8. So it's just those morning hours that we're dealing with these colder conditions. Minus 4 is the overnight low. So temperatures will actually gradually warm up overnight tonight. Into your day tomorrow, minus 1 for Tuesday. So some milder conditions. We could also see some freezing rain mixed in with the snow tomorrow, especially in the afternoon hours as temperatures do warm up into that afternoon high of minus 1. Minus 10 is the overnight low. Wednesday, pure sunshine on the way, minus 5. And then a little bit colder in through Thursday, Friday. Temperatures sitting at minus 4, minus 2. Could see some more wet snow on the way for Friday. On your roads, it appears we do have a collision right now near Silverville Road. This is on the 417 heading westbound. That has the left shoulder and left lane closed in that area, so expect delays heading in that direction on the Queensway. Again, this is near the split this morning.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
No, that's perfect. Wonderful pronunciation.
Thank you so much. This is so wonderful. We are delighted to welcome the Polish ambassador to Ottawa. Wow, representing Poland. And today we're going to talk about how the holidays are celebrated in Poland. And I have the Polish ambassador, Witold Jelski with me today. Good morning to you, Mr. Ambassador. And we've got a friend of the show, Justyna Borowska, here as well.
Hello.
Thank you so much for both of you coming by here. I cannot wait to dive into this. Picture it right now, December 22nd in Poland. How are people in Poland getting ready for Christmas?
Oh, it's very complicated. People are getting ready. It's a lot of stress, to tell you the truth, before it really happens, because it's not the 25th, this is the 24th. That is the most important day. It's the Vigilia, so-called, which is the most important meal of Christmas for all the Poles. And so people are cooking, preparing, gathering from all over the world, from all the regions, just to have a wonderful family meeting. In this regard, I have something for you right here.
What
That's
is this?
straw, and you need to put this during Christmas holiday seasons under a cloth. And there is the Christian reason, which is humility, and there is a pagan reason, which is important as well, because it brings you wealth and happiness.
That is
I'll leave you with that.
fantastic. So you put it under a cloth.
Yes.
So you will see that, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is, I love this, learning about different cultures. Okay, so Christmas Eve, December 24th, that's the most important meal when families get together. Tell me, what would folks in Poland enjoy, a typical Christmas Eve meal?
Oh, well, that's something that Justyna will tell you much more about. I can tell you what I'm doing with my family right now.
Okay.
We'll be on the 24th, we'll be making pierogis at home. We'll have borscht as well, and we have the cabbage with mushrooms. So these are the things we do ourselves.
Okay.
And there's a number of stuff that we are getting from Justyna.
Okay.
She represents one of the high quality, wonderful grocery stores here in Ottawa.
Absolutely. Vigo Touch of Europe, which is so famous here in the Byward Market. There are so many products coming from Poland.
That's correct.
Let's talk about that.
24th of December,
Yes.
we do, as a Polish tradition, we serve 12 dishes. We presented the 12 dishes. All of them, they're vegetarian and vegan, and we made them with the family, usually on the 24th. However, some of them, they so much work. For the most important one, what you do, you start Vigilia with the borscht, so barszcz z uszkami. So those ones, they're like dumplings with the wild mushroom, and you eat that together.
What's the sauce that it's in?
This is beetroot soup. So borscht,
so good for
exactly,
you.
very, very good. The most important one, pierogis. Exactly.
Baby.
Those ones, sauerkraut with the mushroom. We have a herring salad. You do the herrings with all different types of the salads. You eat them raw. You eat them with the onion and oil.
Flavorful.
That's correct.
And it takes a while. Like, does it stay and marinate
Yes.
for a bit?
Yes. That's correct. This is croquette. Croquette with the sauerkraut and the mushroom. You can see a lot of cabbage, sauerkraut, fermented vegetables, very healthy. The same, sauerkraut with the mushroom base, with all the flavors, fruit, vegetables, and this is the queen of the table, sałatka jarzynowa. So mix of vegetables, you can eat that with the bread, mixture, cakes.
Fantastic. Can we move over here?
Of course.
Can I do a little pierogi roll?
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
yourself.
Okay, so really in that Polish household, typical, average, would it be the grandma who'd be rolling the pierogis? Who would do that?
Family.
Well, in our case, we will do it all together. We have friends coming over for Christmas. So it's going to be my two sons. One is 12, the other is 3 years old, and he'll be making pierogis as well.
And you'll be making pierogies. So we take this, nice and rounded, beautiful, just such soft dough.
Oh, she's making wonderful dough.
Oh, amazing. And then right in here, you've got it. Yeah, like.
This is the sauerkraut with some mushroom. Yes, it's a lot of labor of love
and then what are we
a
doing
lot of
here?
work. And what
Just
do you
pinch?
do? Yes, you put the depends
just make
how
sure that it is
exactly.
inside.
Make sure it's inside.
Very important, so they stick together, and you just make them nice,
just kind of tuck
press
it in here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at you.
And then I'm telling you, this is amazing. And just learning about different cultures, it just brings us all closer together.
Correct.
This is amazing. And then what do you do here?
You squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze. And then are we frying this?
You're ready, and you boiled it.
And you boil it.
So you have two different types. You boil it and after that fry, or you just boil it and eat with the caramelized onions, some sour cream, and they.
You're ready to work for Justyna as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm often at her shop. Absolutely. This represents like such tradition. It represents love too,
Great
right?
family together. All the generation, kids, grandparents, parents. Yes.
Yes. Oh, the Polish ambassador, Mr. Ambassador, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Sharing what Poles will do Christmas Eve. This is like a typical spread here. And Justina, it's always such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You can visit Justina's shop right here in the Byward Market, Beadle Touch of Europe. And also thank you again for taking some time from your busy schedule, Mr. Ambassador, for showing us this. Thank you very much for coming by. I cannot wait to have some of these pierogies. Look at his food. It looks gorgeous. Thank you again. Look at that. Let's take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It's a cold start to your day, minus 13 right now. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
Christmas is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, unless you've ever burnt the ham, lost a gift, or realized the batteries were not included. From holiday hiccups to full-blown festive fails, Ashley and Gord from the Morning Pickup on Pure Country 94 are talking all about Christmas disasters.
I love this mom who has gone viral. She, like a lot of moms, is in charge of making sure that the holiday Christmas card goes out on time, you know? And it's just, it goes back to, you got to start thinking about that stuff in September.
Yeah, especially if you're getting a picture with the family or something, you might have to hire like a photographer. We've gotten a lot of those cards this year, like professionally done.
Get the outfits organized, you know, you got to do all the things. And then when the picture finally comes in, then you have to go and make the Christmas cards. So I do this every year. I go to Canva. That's what I do.
Okay, yeah.
And I just type in, I don't know, Christmas card. And I just shove my photo in there. And then I send it off to a printer. And it's supposed to be all wrapped up and bow put on, and that's it. So this mom did that, except she ordered 80 of them, by the way, Christmas cards featuring her family. They had festive outfits on.
Of course.
And a little happy holidays from, and the family name is not her family name because she forgot to change the family name from the stock card on Canva. What did she do? Did she fret? No, she did not. She got a Sharpie. She crossed out the name. She sent the cards out. That's how you do it. Yeah. Gets me thinking about my own holiday disaster, which was the first time I ever hosted Christmas dinner in my house. So I thought I read the directions on how long it takes to cook a turkey. Never cooked a turkey before in my life.
So you chose the most important day of the year to do it.
Everybody is sitting at the table. It's turkey time. Everyone's excited. I put the turkey on the table, and my mom looks at the turkey and says, "Oh, no, everybody, do not eat that." And I was like, why? She's like, "It's still raw. How long did you cook it?" Didn't cook it long enough, Gord. So with the help of my mother, we had to go back into the oven. People were sitting down at that point. They were hungry.
Of course.
So my mom said to me, I go, "What do I do?" She goes, "Don't worry. This will fix it. Start pouring drinks. Alcoholic beverages."
Yes.
That's how you do it.
I know where you're going. Yes.
Okay. So everyone sits down at the table, back again, and I start serving drinks. Let me tell you, by the time that turkey was finished, no one even remembered how good that turkey was because everyone was wasted. Wasted.
That's so good.
It's always so stressful, especially when you're hosting. I mean, my parents did it for years, and now my sister and I have kind of taken it on, taken it off my parents. And I remember it wasn't Christmas, it was Thanksgiving. The first year I did the turkey, I nailed it. It was so good. Then the second year, it didn't quite cook all the way. So we're like carving it, and then we're like, oh no, there's something wrong with this bird. Stick it back in the oven, but we were ready to eat. So anyway.
People were hungry.
People were hungry, especially the kids. So then we were like, let's just fry up some of the turkey to cook it faster. And it's stressful. It's like a lot of pressure. Then I'm like, my poor mother who's done this for, 20 years, and I've only done it for a few, and I'm already stressed out about the task.
You step into the shoes, and then you realize that actually is like very stressful.
Yeah. I remember disasters of years where you're opening a gift, and then the person who gave it to you, the reaction's like, uh-oh, that wasn't for you. That was for someone, like they mixed up the gifts.
The wrong gifts,
Yes, yeah. There's so many holiday disasters,
You know,
right?
the thing is, when you're an adult, you realize, like, Christmas really was your mom and your dad just making everything work really well.
For
you know,
sure.
if it goes well, you realize, wow, there's a lot of pressure on the grown-ups to do that.
And Santa.
And Santa. Yeah, well, Santa does, Santa leaves the presents.
Yes.
Right? It's mom and dad who have to set up everything and set up the whole mood in that day. Santa comes in, drops a present, goes, peace out.
Cookies, and then leaves,
Yeah, exactly. All right, don't forget, you can listen to Ashley and Gord on the Morning Pickup weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on Ottawa's Pure Country 94. All right, we're taking a look now on our guests who are coming up next. There you can see, don't you just love the Lazy Boy Lounge? Look at that. You've got the fireplace going. We've got so much more coming up on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. It's 7:53. We'll be right back after this short break.
Here are your milestone celebrations for today. We're going to start off with a happy 6th birthday to Evie. Lots of love from Mene, Papi, and Teddy, who say they found you. They hope you find your dreams and never forget how special you are. We also have a happy 6th birthday to Chatham. Love from Mommy, Daddy, Cooper, baby Taylor, Neil, and your whole family. And of course, if you have a milestone celebrated with us, we would love to send your birthday announcements. Please send them in for kids turning 13 years old or younger, and for those turning 100 years old or more, wedding anniversaries as well. For those celebrating 50 years or more, all you have to do is send us an email, Your Morning Ottawa Milestones at ctv.ca, and we'll be sure to get your announcement on the air.
It's Monday, December 22nd. An Ottawa family is facing deportation, shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants.
A newly restored bus route is helping families who rely on food banks here in the capital get there more easily.
And there's still time to support the Salvation Army's Kettle campaign with just a few days left before Christmas. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I missed the cue today, and it was funny because, Rosie, I didn't even notice until you pointed out that shows my Monday, but you guys are perfectly Christmas-oriented, and I blew it. I'm not anything. Just
you can
random.
add a little pink, right,
Yes.
on the Christmas trees. I've seen that, so that tie kind of will, you know, just add that little pop of different color, if you will.
I'll take it. I know you're just having my back, so I thank you.
You're so welcome. No problem at all. Though. You have the white.
All right, we'll take that too.
Yeah,
I guess I do have all of the Christmas socks and then another pair. Actually, shout out upstairs, Hunter from CFRA giving me an additional pair of Christmas socks too.
There you go. That works and that matches. So there you go.
And you've been wearing those since November 1st.
That's right. Okay, now I feel better.
Not those socks since November 1st. Yeah. All right, we've got your top stories right now. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. Paolo and Leila Mira's family faced deportation after the couple and their eldest daughter lost their temporary work permits. They previously told CTV News their licensed immigration consultant ghosted them. The consultant, Ana Raquel Aparico Perdomo, failed to submit required documents and fees. The Miras are now out $3,000 and have no immigration status.
If these applications were filed in time with the correct information and with everything that was required for this specific type of application of work permit that they were aiming, it would be likely that those applications would have been approved.
The College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants is currently investigating more than 1,300 complaints of questionable professional conduct between July 21st and June 30th of this year. The college suspended 7 licenses and banned 8 consultants from practicing. Critics say the college should do more to help the victims.
People across the country are scaling back on holiday spending this season.
Me and my partner decided actually not to exchange gifts between the two of us this year. It's so expensive.
According to a survey by TD Bank, more than a third of Canadians are cutting back on their holiday shopping and expenses this year. Nearly half of Canadians are also scaling back on social spending. But even with the holiday budgets decreasing, 46% of people are spending more money on Canadian products. A report from Business Development Canada says if families spend an extra $100 of their holiday shopping on Canadian goods, The benefit to the national economy could be as much as $2 billion. It is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and the officials say that travelers should pack their patience.
Going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba. I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so I've come here to study.
Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday and then continuing until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival.
More than 100 students in Gaza have been left in limbo, waiting to find out whether they will be able to attend school right here in Canada next year.
I feel so disappointed and anxious because all my future depends on this moment.
Shima Arafa has been accepted to attend the University of Alberta's Masters of Science program. This pile of rubble is all that remains of her home, and her glimmer of hope for something new has been darkened over paperwork. She is unable to get her visa, specifically the fingerprints and photo, because there's nowhere in Gaza right now to get that processed. Advocacy groups say there's roughly 130 students who have been accepted to Canadian schools, all of them trapped in Gaza. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada told CTV News all prospective international students must meet the requirements of Canada's immigration system. Items including an image featuring U.S. President Donald Trump that were removed from the Epstein files have now been reinstated.
That's because a judge in New York has ordered us to listen to any victim or victim rights group if they have any concerns about the material that we're putting up. It has nothing to do with President Trump.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says the photo containing Trump was removed by the Justice Department because of concerns raised by victims. But after a review, it was reinstated. Blanche rejected criticisms that the removal was related to the U.S. president and said the photo that included him also showed unredacted images of women. At least 13 files from thousands released on Friday had disappeared from the website without explanation. Trump has consistently denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein and has not been accused of any crimes by Epstein's victims.
A bus route is now up and running again, making it easier for people to get to their local food bank. Weekend service is now restored on Route 189. It's connecting riders to the Dhaka Food Bank. Earlier this year, weekend service on the 189 route was eliminated by part of OC Transpo's network changes. It cut off direct transit to the Sadaka Food Bank, which operates exclusively on Saturdays and Sundays.
Learned about this situation, started talking to OC Transpo, explained to them that sometimes making fixes is not about the number of riders, but about the experience of the people who have lost that bus.
It's a permanent change, and it goes to April because that's our next service change. But we're not planning on removing the service.
In addition to restoring access to the food bank, weekend service has also been improved along Chesterton Drive.
The Ottawa Charge snap a 4-game losing streak with overtime win over the defending PWHL champs.
This middle frame that's been fraught with penalties. Jenner shoots and scores!
Yeah, there you go. Brianne Jenner, a huge buzzer beater at the end of the second period. That's her third of the year. The game went into overtime with the final score 3-2. Sarah Wozniacki with the first of her PWHL career to ice this one.
Gwyneth Phillips, our former MVP of the final last year, with 41 saves. This game was part of the league's takeover tour in Chicago, and Ottawa plays tomorrow in Toronto.
Yay.
Love to see that. We've been talking about that over the last month or so, that the Ottawa Charge have been struggling to get some points on the board. Before the holiday season, picking up a big win.
Nice. Big win. And you know, they have a lot going on, but I think they have lots of time to regroup and move forward.
I think so too. And Ascends had a big win too, crushing Boston. So Ottawa team is doing very well.
Absolutely. Well, our forecast today, it's a little bit of a cooler start to your morning, but not to worry, we will have some sunshine in through your day ahead today. We are expecting also some snow, a little bit of snow on the way. So temperatures this morning hovering around -12 right now. It does feel like -17, -18 with that wind chill. So Earlier this morning was feeling closer to -24. It has warmed up slightly here this morning. -8 still in Trenton, Kingston area, -9 for Brockville. Out in Tremblant, Montreal area sitting at -12 to start off the morning. So a little bit cloudy out there. We will get to see some sunshine to start off your day. And then around noon hour today, we are expecting periods of very light snow on the way. So some light snow from noon hour. It looks like it'll continue until about supper time around 5-6 p.m. tonight. We could see about 2 centimeters in total. We could see it also mixed in with some drizzle. So keep that in mind. We could see some light drizzle in the forecast and through your day ahead. Light flurries possible into the beginning start of your overnight. It will clear up. Sunshine for tomorrow morning. And then late tomorrow morning, we are expecting more snow on the way. Tomorrow's snow a little bit heavier than today's snow, and you can see this system also bringing with it some freezing rain as well. And that's because temperatures really hovering around that freezing mark as we head into the day tomorrow. So we could see a mixture of some wet snow, some freezing rain into tomorrow, but we could see upwards of 5 centimeters of snow. So hopefully we get that fresh snow. We could see about 7 centimeters in total by the time we head into Wednesday, which is great news for the ski hills and of course for the kids who are off this week to play in some fresh snow instead of the crunchy, icy stuff that's currently outside. Temps today, not so bad. -5 is the daytime high. We'll feel closer to -8, -6 in the valley, -4 for Bancroft. Trenton, Kingston sitting at 0 into your daytime highs today. -8 for Kittigan, Zibi, -10 over in Mont Tremblant. Over the next couple of days, again, temperatures not so bad. We've seen much colder weather than this, so this is not going to be too bad at all, even though it's a little bit below seasonal some days. -5 for today. Again, 2 centimeters of fresh snow. Temps will actually warm up tonight and hover around -4. Into your day tomorrow, -1. That's why we could see some wet snow mixed in with some freezing rain as temperatures hover around that freezing mark. Sunshine for Wednesday for Christmas Eve. Cloudy conditions for Santa Claus on Thursday with a high of -4. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your time saver traffic, and things are looking pretty decent. The sun is up, as you can see. The split into downtown moving pretty well this morning. We aren't seeing any major issues. If you were heading in the opposite direction, traffic is also fairly light if you're heading westbound on the 417 this morning. Coming up, line dancing has experienced a major resurgence. So we put on our dancing shoes this morning and we are going to learn a few moves. Of course, our guests are standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge this morning. Maybe you can get up and dance with us. Here's a live look for a Centennial Glass Skycam this morning, getting to see some sunshine, but still cold, feeling closer to -17 this hour.
Today's snow report brought to you by Centre Volage. Rediscover the new Volage.
And here's your ski report brought to you by Volage. They have 3 runs open of the 20 and 3 runs open and 3 lifts as well. And we are, of course, getting some new snow later on today and into your day tomorrow. Here's a look at Camp Fortune. 3 lifts open, 2 over at Edelweiss, 6 runs open at Mount Cascade, and all lifts are open at Calabogie Peaks.
Hi, I'm Andre here at Centre Volage. I invite you to come enjoy our 24 trails, including alpine touring, snowshoeing, and fat biking. Centre Volage, Wakefield's Playground.
All right, Carol Ann looking very good in those boots.
Oh, yeah.
Left, right, left, right. If you haven't guessed already, we're going to be talking about line dancing today. We might do a little demo ourselves and embarrass ourselves before the holidays, but there's a huge resurgence in line dancing. Carol, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Will.
I want to talk about that first. Why do you feel like there's been, we'll call it the comeback tour of line dancing?
Well, for me, it's never left. I've always been line dancing for many, many years, but I believe the resurgence is due to social media. And plays a big part, right? TikTok, Instagram, people posting reels. Now I'm even posting reels, which I never thought I would ever do. So I believe that's part of it. And different artists like Beyonce, Post Malone, just doing country western themes, that it's bringing it to the younger generation as well.
And I love that it's kind of coming back into the picture because it is really fun. Everyone's getting involved. So do you teach some classes? How do people get involved with you?
Yeah, so I teach in Marionville at the community center. Not many people know where that town is. It's very small. And it's out towards Embrun or St. Albert, and then in Manotick at the United Church every week. And as well, I work at a high school, and I'm able to instruct to the high school students at lunch as well, which is a lot of fun.
I love that, and I'm going to have you guys instruct us in a moment. I just want to first get your opinion on what is it about line dancing that you love so much? Because clearly from your energy from the get-go, you have a passion for it.
I do. I believe it's just everybody coming together, a sense of community, and everybody really just having fun. And it's a sneaky little workout that you don't realize that you're doing, right? And it's cost effective. Really, all you need is boots or not.
Or heels.
Yes.
Or
you can
shoes.
I dance in heels all the time, or running shoes, but the whole goal is to slide and to be able to move and not compromise your knees or your ankles.
Okay, so I'm going to do a demo, but last
Safety
minute,
first.
I'm going to completely put someone on the spot. Glenn, get over here joining us. Let's go.
Okay, come on, let's do this.
The
more the merrier.
Okay. I'm forcing him, so you take it away, show us what we need to do.
So a lot of people probably already know this dance. It's the electric slide. So it's a very beginner line dance. So we're going to start with the grapevine. So you're going to step to the right, left behind, right, left touch, then step to the left, right behind, left, right touch. Let's do it again. Right, left behind, right, left touch, left, right behind, left, right touch. Now we're going to walk back.
You know what?
Using your right.
We need some tunes, I think.
Okay.
Let's get the music going, too.
Okay. It's a fast song.
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go to the left. Now we're going to walk back. Touch, forward, and back. Now scuff to the right. Do the same thing. Yes, to the left. Now walk back. Good. Forward. Good. Grapevine. Side behind, side touch. Side behind, side touch. Walk back 3 times. Wow, forward. Nice. I think you did this in Calgary. Hey, walk back now. Forward and back. Good job.
I'm out. Glenn's taking the spotlight.
Good. To the left. Now go back. Good. Forward back. Now scuff to the right. Good. Wow. Now back. Good. Forward. Back. Good. Side behind, side touch. Side behind, side touch. Walk back. Good. Forward. We're rocking forward and back. Good. Great job, everybody.
Will and I stepping over our feet here, and Glenn's just like cruising and
brought you in to
moving.
make us look, help us out.
That was amazing.
Way to go, everybody. Team sport, my friend.
Go.
Okay, so thank you for joining us, and thank you for now providing us with a new superpower we didn't know existed.
I don't know about that.
You know now that we are going to ask you to line dance at all your events coming
listen,
up.
invite me out to the next one.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Great job.
I love it. That's so much fun.
Well, thank you guys, and thank you, man, for being such a good sport. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're, you know what, we need a little bit of a break now, especially I think, Glenn, because now we've put in a full workout. Taking a peek outside, and not too festive for now, but Melissa letting us know it's expected. Expected, that's the proper word, just in case.
Just in case.
To be a white Christmas. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
A mother and son are inspiring artists to reach their full potential through the Ottawa Art Academy and the Monarch Art School of Ottawa. We welcome Matthew Collins, Chief Instructor of the Ottawa Art Academy, and Vicki Collins, owner and instructor of Monarch Art. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today. First of all, tell us about how you guys both got into art, because it wasn't always you were a graphic designer before you moved into an art teacher.
I am a graphic designer. I also have a master's degree in fine arts.
Okay.
And I've been teaching since I was very young. And when I came to Canada, I found the Monarch method, so I got the license and I opened the school. And I've been teaching children, teenagers, and adults since 2003. That's 22 years ago.
Wow, absolutely incredible. And Matthew, what was it like for you growing up with art and then deciding to follow in your mom's footsteps?
Well, it's always been very encouraging. Like we've been drawing since I've been a kid. I've been that kid in class that's drawing in his notebook instead of listening. Then I finished high school, went to Toronto and studied there for 4 years in academic drawing and painting, and decided to take those skills, bring it back to their family business, and start teaching that level of drawing and painting.
So tell us what you offer at the art school.
We teach, I teach children, teenagers, and adults. We show them all the different steps, the 5 elements, the shapes, the logic, the colors, and we guide them through different projects, different mediums.
Wow.
So they experiment pretty much everything.
That's incredible.
And then with the academic classes, we kind of focus on more realistic, more structured oil master traditions. So we learn about oil paints and how to draw accurately and measuring and all that.
Some more
stuff.
technical aspects of artwork, and you brought in some beautiful examples here today. Can you kind of walk us through some of these beautiful pieces?
Yeah, this is one of my students. He's one of the teenagers. Wow. This was a still life that we set at the school, and it's done in pastels.
Oh, so that's, I was going to ask you what medium that was used in.
Yeah,
beautiful.
He did it in pastels, and
Gorgeous.
that's an adult painting, and that's an oil painting.
This is an oil paint, and this was one of your students
This
again?
is one of my students. It's an adult, yeah.
An adult, wow, absolutely stunning. So you go from teenagers to adult painting.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a couple more. This is absolutely stunning, so realistic. Tell us about this artwork.
So that was a demo that I did for some students learning to do portraiture. So we get a couple of people who are interested in getting portfolios done for post-secondary, like Algonquin and Carleton. And so part of it is portrait. So that was a demo I did for some portrait students.
And so realistic, it almost looks like a photograph. Like I was actually like, maybe it is just a photo, but it's not, it's artwork.
That's charcoal on paper, yeah.
Wow, and how long did it take you to get to this level? Lots of studying?
Yeah, probably the 4 years, but like most things, like you reach a certain point, but you're always learning, you're always improving, and so I still have lots of room to grow and still a lot of things to improve on, but yeah, probably about 4 years.
And tell us about this last painting over here.
Yeah, and that's an oil painting study. So we start students off to get them kind of make it approachable for oil painting. That we start with like a very limited set of colors. So this one's just using black, white, red, and that's pretty much it. And yellow. And so that's just in a study on getting skin tone and all that.
And for people
stuff.
interested in taking classes, are there spots available?
Yep.
Yeah, we have the spots available.
We're closed right now for the holidays, but we're back in January 6th, and our schedules are online on the website.
So head to the website for more information, for their schedules, and for art classes.
Yep, we are open for lessons and fun and
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Stuff. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And coming up, we introduce you to a new Turkish restaurant in the West End, and our guests are standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Delorier kitchen this morning with Will, who's getting a little sneak peek. Here's a live look through our sky cam this morning, and it is a bit of a colder start to your morning, feeling like minus 17, minus 18 outside this morning with the wind chill.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edden.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And we are not 1, 2, but 3 days away from Christmas.
Exciting.
The countdown is
Very
on.
cold start to the day. We have to keep
That's
that in mind.
right,
But at least the kiddos, for the most part, they're done with school.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So they're at home now going,
They are.
Mom, Dad, I'm bored.
Oh, I remember it well.
Yeah.
As the kid. Annoying my parents.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
At least we will potentially have some fresher snow this afternoon to help the kids get outside and play. And it won't be nearly as cold later on this afternoon as it is this morning.
Good news for that here. Let's get to today's top stories. The case of an Ottawa family facing deportation is shedding light on the lack of support for temporary residents who fall victim to negligent licensed immigration consultants. Paolo and Leila Mira's family faced deportation after the couple and their eldest daughter lost their temporary work permits. They previously told CTV News their licensed immigration consultant ghosted them. The consultant, Ana Raquel Aparico Perdomo, failed to submit required documents and fees. The Miras are now out $3,000 and have no immigration status.
If these applications were filed in time with the correct information and with everything that was required for this specific type of application of work permit that they were aiming, it would be likely that they will have that those applications would have been approved.
The College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants is currently investigating more than 1,300 complaints of questionable professional conduct between July 2024 and June of this year. The college suspended 7 licenses and banned 8 consultants from practicing. Critics say the college should do more to help the victims.
People across the country are scaling back on holiday spending this season.
Me and my partner decided actually not to exchange gifts between the two of us this year. It's so expensive.
According to a survey by TD Bank, more than a third of Canadians are cutting back on holiday shopping and expenses this year. Nearly half of Canadians are also scaling back on social spending. But even with those holiday budgets decreasing, 46% of people are spending more on Canadian products. A report from Business Development Canada says if families spend an extra $100 of their holiday shopping on Canadian goods, the benefit to the national economy could be as much as $2 billion. It is one of the busiest times of the year at the Ottawa International Airport, and airport officials say the travelers should pack some patience.
Going to Halifax, where my parents live and where I'm from.
We're going to Cuba. I'm going to Italy back for Christmas to my family.
I'm going home to Ireland for Christmas. I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't seen my family in like 4 months, so because I've come here to study.
Lots of people traveling. Ottawa airport officials say starting yesterday until tomorrow are the busiest travel days of 2025, with most flights at or near capacity. Around 9,000 people departing each day, with just as many flying in on arrival.
More than 100 students in Gaza have been left in limbo, waiting to find out whether they will be able to attend school in Canada next year.
I feel so disappointed and anxious because all my future depends on this moment.
Shima Arafa has been accepted to attend the University of Alberta's Masters of Science program. This pile of rubble is all that remains of her home, and her glimmer of hope for something new has been darkened over paperwork. She's unable to get her visa, specifically the fingerprints and photo, because there's nowhere in Gaza right now to get that processed. Advocacy groups say there's roughly 130 students who have been accepted to Canadian schools, all of them trapped in Gaza. Immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada told CTV News all prospective international students must meet the requirements of Canada's immigration system. Items including an image featuring U.S. President Donald Trump that were removed from the Epstein files have now been reinstated.
That's because a judge in New York has ordered us to listen to any victim or victim rights group if they have any concerns about the material that we're putting up. It has nothing to do with President Trump.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says the photo containing Trump was removed by the Justice Department because of concerns raised by victims. But after a review, it was reinstated. Blanche rejected criticisms that the removal was related to the U.S. president and said the photo that included him also showed unredacted images of women. At least 13 files from thousands released on Friday had disappeared from the website without explanation. Trump has consistently denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein and has not been accused of any crimes by Epstein's victims.
A bus route is now up and running again, making it easier for people to get to their local food bank. Weekend service is now restored on Route 189. This is connecting riders to the Sadaka. Early this year, weekend service on the 189 route was eliminated as part of the OC Transpo's network changes. It did cut off direct transit to the Sadaka Food Bank, which operates exclusively on Saturdays and Sundays.
Learned about this situation, started talking to OC Transpo, explained to them that sometimes making fixes is not about the number of riders, but about the experience of the people who have lost that bus.
It's a permanent change, you know, and it goes to April because that's our next service change. But we're not planning on removing this service.
So in addition to restoring access to the food bank, weekend service has also been improved along Chesterton Drive.
A skunk south of the border is back in the wild after getting stuck while trying to grab a snack.
It was pretty big, very capable of spraying, and it did many times.
Ooh, boy, unfortunately, it got its head stuck in a pipe built into the bottom of a dumpster.
He couldn't get out on his own, so a wildlife rescue organization stepped in.
They came prepared with gentle hands, lots of vegetable oil, and even more patience for getting sprayed but he's free now.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh.
And I could imagine that'd be so scary, right? Just getting stuck in a dumpster and not being able to get out, and thankfully there was some good Samaritans by to help him out.
And you can see too, it's just like us, like having the anxiety of like, I can't get out, I'm stuck, and starting to panic and wiggle around.
Yeah, scary for the skunk and scary for the rescuers getting sprayed. I'd be like,
Because you know that, and that's when they would spray too, was when like, there's a fear or they're trying to alert something, and they're already in like a hectic mindset. So I think I'd be with you. I'd be like, we can go help, but we got to know if we're going in, we're likely getting sprayed.
Call the experts.
Yeah, that's not for us.
Yeah. -12 right now, temperature-wise, so it is still a little bit of a cold start to your morning. Does feel closer to -17, -18 with that wind chill. Was a little bit colder out there earlier this morning. -12 in Pembroke, Kingston. Brockville sitting at -8 and -9, -8 as well in Trenton. -3 currently along the Seaway. So still a little bit cloudy out there, but we are getting to see some sunshine early this morning. We are expecting some snow. It looks like around noon hour today is when we could start to see some snow. We could see it mixed in with some drizzle as well. So a bit of messy weather on the way for this afternoon. That will continue into the evening hours. We could see about 2 centimeters in total. Overnight tonight, still some flurries possible. Then into your day tomorrow, more snow on the way, a little bit heavier as well as we saw bands of purple. We could see heavier snow falling around 5 centimeters in total for tomorrow, but it could also be mixed with some freezing rain as temperatures in the afternoon will hover around that freezing mark. Today's daytime high a little bit colder, sitting at -5. We'll feel closer to -8. 0 for Trenton as well as in Kingston, -4 out in Cornwall, -8 is the high over in Kitigan Zippy. So over the next couple of days, a real mixture of everything, but it's definitely looking like a white Christmas. We should see some fresh snow today into tomorrow, 7 centimeters in total over the next 2 days, adding to all that crunchy hard snow we're seeing outside right now. Temperatures not so bad this week as well. No real bitter cold days in the forecast for us over the next 7 days. Christmas Eve, lots of sunshine, nice and clear, -5 is the high. -4 for Christmas Day, cloudy conditions. And then as we head into next week, Friday, we could see some wet snow mixed in with some rain.
Weather brought to you by Yeckendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
And here's a live look at your time saver traffic. Very easy volume, light traffic out there, east to west. We're not seeing any major issues as you head off to work this hour. Things are looking nice and easy.
I've been excited for this throughout the last half hour. So Ogun joins me to talk about some Turkish cuisine that's right here in our neighborhood in the town of Canada. Good morning to you, my friend.
Good morning.
This is so delicious, and we can't do the big reveal yet because everything that I could potentially want in a meal for today is all under
That's
this.
all yours.
Tell me a little bit about the restaurant.
So we are located in Canada, and we are very new. We all moved from Toronto. Me and my 2 partners, they are very good chefs. Just 4 months ago, we opened the restaurant, and we are excited.
That's so great. And, you know, talk about the meaning behind the word, too, because it is special.
So divan means actually this is a traditional Ottoman word. It means the place where people meet, sharing the food, or like exchanging the ideas.
I love that. Okay, let's get right to the food because you've brought some goodies with you today. Before we do the big unveil of all the delicious meat, walk me through what you have here. We'll start with this guy.
Yeah, okay, this is ezme. It's a traditional Turkish appetizer.
Okay.
We call meze. So it has tomato, onion, parsley, some like pomegranate molasses.
Everything you could ever want.
Spicy. If you like spicy, you're gonna love it.
Oh, okay. I'll take that one for myself. I'll go over here. All right. And then what do you got over here?
So this is a Circassian chicken. It has boiled chicken, some bread.
Okay.
Garlic, and pretty much that's all. Yeah.
And then on this side, what do we have here? Because obviously it's a little bit different on this guy.
So this is shakshuka. Shakshuka has fried eggplant and tomato, basically.
So delicious. Okay, now we got to get to the big reveal here because there's so many different meats. So can I do the reveal?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right. Woohoo! All right, so everything that Will could ever want in a day. Walk me through some of the meats because this is obviously a big part of the Turkish cuisine, and you have different things. So let's walk me through here.
So we can start from here. Traditional Turkish meatball. It's ground meat.
Okay.
We marinate them. Chicken shish marination with some yogurt too. And this is Adana kebab. It's spicy. Ground meat also. Shashlik kebab originally comes from Central Asia. And this is onion with grilled on the charcoal grill. So chicken kebab, eggplant kebab. This is little spicy, little lahmacun, small, mini size of, we have big size too.
So they get bigger than this one. This is just a
yes,
little, mini version.
Little one to just try, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is beiti. We usually serve it with butter, yogurt, and some tomato sauce. It's kebab wrapped with flatbread, thin flatbread. Chicken shish and beef shish. Also, this is Urfa. Same version of the Adana, just not spicy, mild. And this is spicy Adana. Same thing.
I love that too, because you have different options for someone that wants like the meat like this, that's, you know, on the spicy side, or if you don't. But if you're hungry, you're cooking away, the restaurant's opening, you're there. What are you choosing on the menu?
So
what's the number one for you?
I recommend to our customers first getting mixed kebab. They can try a little bit of everything, but personally I like kebab. Adana kebab is very good, and shashlik kebab is one of the signatures.
Okay, and yeah, we've got some video playing right now at your restaurant, just how good it looks. So, and is that on a charcoal when it's cooking on?
Yeah, all charcoal grill we use. Yeah.
Oh, and that just adds so much flavor into the food,
exactly.
right?
And yeah.
Okay, so now we have to do it because I've been waiting patiently at this point.
I know.
I'm gonna let you decide what should I try first this morning, because after the show I'm gonna probably try it all.
So you can go Adana kebab, I would recommend, and some little lahmacun, small.
Okay, so we'll go a little bit of this guy. Oh no, that's the burger, right?
That one. This is
this one?
Yeah, you can go with that. I can help you with that.
Oh yeah, help me. Yeah,
no problem.
And I'll try this one after too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So this is going on number 2.
Oh, you can even combine them. Yeah.
We're doing a little combo? See that subtle hint? Okay, so we'll just do a little combination here. Before I bite into this, can you remind me again, if people see this segment, they want to come visit you, where are you located?
So we're located in 790 Kanata Avenue, Kanata Entertainment Center.
Oh, man.
It's good, you like?
That's really good. I know that our crew behind the scenes are all probably trying to figure out what they want, but this is so good. Owen, thanks for coming today, providing with us, and then giving us a little bit of taste of what you guys do in Canada.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
No problem. Thank you for offering me this experience too.
Oh, it's our pleasure, and I see Melissa coming around from the corner now. She's probably going to dive into this too. If you want to join us on Your Morning Kitchen, here's how you get a hold of us. Just email us, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca, and we would love to have you on. Man, this is some good stuff. Taking a peek outside, and not too Christmas-like. There's still some snow out there through our Centennial Glass Skycam, but some is on the way coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Charitable organizations have taken a major hit this year to reach their fundraising goals, and we've got Glenn Van Gulik from the Salvation Army Canada here to talk about how the Salvation Army is faring this holiday season. Good morning to you, my
You look
friend.
great. It's so great to be here with you.
It's so great to have you on. I mean, I still have those fond memories from last year and this year.
I know,
doing
at the
tour
schools.
drive, all at the schools, the kids learning about giving.
Kindness, caring for other people,
It's just wonderful, the toy drive campaign. I mean, first of all, how is that going? I know it's pretty much wrapped up, but...
It is.
Yeah.
We still see families coming in, still picking up toys, of course, and that's opening up other conversations with them. So when they arrive, those parents are very overwhelmed with gratitude and many in tears, but it's an opportunity to connect with them over some of the other challenges they might be experiencing, like food insecurity, housing security. The cost of living is high, and people are feeling that.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is about what you do. Okay, you head this campaign, the toy campaign, and also the Salvation Army.
Yeah, the Christmas kettles.
Christmas kettles. What are you seeing?
What we're seeing on the front line of the Salvation Army every day, our officers, our volunteers, they're seeing people coming in, and the numbers are rising of those who are coming in saying, I just can't get from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, and I need some help. And in many cases, individuals who may have actually made a donation this year or in previous years are now coming to us saying, I can't donate, I need your help. I'm struggling myself. And so we're calling on all Canadians, everyone in the city of Ottawa, make that donation today because your neighbors are counting on you.
Okay, so the kettle campaign continues on. How long will it be on for? Will we see people at the malls?
Yeah, grocery stores, you're right,
stores.
Walmarts, all of those great partners of the Salvation Army. You'll see these kettles out at the Costco's, those partners, right through to December 24th. So make a donation in those kettles when you see them, or you can donate online at salvationarmy.ca, and you can make that donation anytime. But of course, every donation that's made to a kettle stays local in the city of Ottawa. So it's not going anywhere else, but supporting programs and services for individuals here. So, you know, we think about parents, 1 in 5 are actually having to give up a meal to make sure that their child has something to eat to go to school with. Parents are having to make tough choices, impossible choices between, do I pay the rent or do I pay a bill? Do I put food on the table or do I put toys under the tree? And so for families, especially seniors on fixed incomes, we're seeing them come in, and this kettle campaign is so vitally important to making sure that they have supports now and throughout the entire year.
I noticed the kettle campaign, they're not ringing the bell, right? They're standing there and just very politely standing there, and then you can walk by, you can drop some money in, or you can tap.
Or you can tap, exactly. We know a lot of people aren't carrying cash, and so this has actually been growing year over year. We've had this since about 2022, 2021, and people can just tap their phones or their credit card, debit card, and make a donation. You can tap up to 10 times. So make that tap donation. If you have cash, put that in, or you can write a check and drop it in, or of course online at salvationarmy.ca.
Salvationarmy.ca.
You got
Thank you so much, Glenn. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Likewise.
To know that people are giving as much as they can, and the giving continues, like you said, right up until the 24th of December. The kettle campaign continues.
It's there.
Glenn Van Gulik from the Canadian, the Salvation Army Canada. It's wonderful to have you on again.
Thank you so much,
Merry
Rosie.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this short break. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
The most important part of any journey is to arrive safely. Hi, I'm Patricia Bowl.
And I'm Stefan Keys from CTV. Distracted or impaired driving can have devastating consequences.
Hey, it's Ashley.
And Gord from Ottawa's Pure Country 94.
Always plan for a designated driver, and please keep your phone down.
Everyone can help keep communities safe.
Drive safe. Brought to you by the Ottawa Safety Council. For more information on road safety programs and services, visit ottawasafetycouncil.ca.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
All right, here's a live look at what's on the show for tomorrow. We still have so much more to come, even though we're just hours before the big Christmas day. And we're going to be talking tomorrow about avoiding common plumbing problems during the holidays. Plus, our live Loco shopping spree shows you 3 great local businesses you can shop at if you are looking for some last-minute gifts. And I do mean last-minute gifts.
Yes. We've all been there.
Exactly. And crafting that perfect Christmas Eve cheese board with Jacobson's Fine Foods. I've been to that shop. It's
So
beautiful.
Good.
It's
They
a
have
beautiful
the best
shop.
Stuff. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so delicious. And are we done our Christmas shopping?
I think so. Well, you know what?
I
Whenever
feel like
I go
that's
to
a
the
no.
store, I think maybe a couple more items.
Last minute little
last minute.
things,
Yeah,
like little
exactly.
final touches.
I'm done. I'm kind
good.
of like my mom, where like throughout the year, you might
Oh,
pick like little things
that's
here and there.
so good.
But it's also really troublesome because I'm the type of person that gets way too excited to give the gift. So I've tried to move it towards a little bit more this time, but everything is done and completed
Good.
except for one thing.
I have the task of making sure it's even, right?
Oh my gosh.
One and one and one and one and one,
Right,
because I just kind of, again, buy things when I see them, and then I'm like, uh-oh, I have way more for one instead of the other, so then I have to even it out. So that's the task today.
Do the kids know at this point, like, does the Lola know, like, hey, well, I didn't get as many.
Yes.
Like, oh, wow, they're keeping track.
They know. They keep tabs. Especially if there's a bigger item, they're like, well, why didn't I get a bigger? And they don't know cost. They go by size.
Wow, it sounds like my brother. And yeah, Dan, I'm calling you out. Always counts how much they are, how many gifts and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
There you go. All right, that's all from us here at CTV, Your Morning Ottawa for your Monday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning. Take good care.